You fucking Labcats! Okay, no, I have some serious fucking complaints
Shit, look
about
how
that.
red that is.
Yeah, you bleeped
it really
the
that
shit
loud?
out of the audio.
Damn.
No, it's the whatever the fuck that's called. It's the tone.
Demigod.
Yeah,
Once you
yeah,
He
get
must
to
have
the
attempted to
Yeah,
interfere
yeah.
with history again.
No, okay. So the shit that pisses me the fuck off
He's trying to
is
distort history
I was
so
sitting
he
there
can bore a
playing
hole
Payday
through
the
the
other day on
crack of
Twitch.
time.
and we're like I had said in the previous episode, I think, in the middle of a partnership push
We have
right
to
now.
do something.
So we're trying to get that sub button so that I can get quality control so that people that have shitty computers can actually watch my goddamn stream, or bad internet, or whatever, live too far away. I don't really care. Just a way to let them watch the stream. That's all I care about. I don't give a shit about the money from sub status. The emoticons are going to be awesome. I don't have any of them made or any plans for that yet, so they're not really my
It's cool.
pushing point.
Something will be cooler once it's there.
Yeah, but I'm looking for the quality controller. And the shit that pisses me off is when devs do early access to streamers. And a character came out... Oh, God. I guess a few days ago now.
Yeah, probably.
Today, for me, the new SWAT van enemy came out in Payday. So, this new enemy came out in Payday, and they released it a day early to certain streamers. Well, when you're in the middle of a partnership push, you need your viewer count to be as high as physically possible for as long as physically possible.
Oh, yeah.
So, they put this out early, and all the viewers went to the channels that got access to it, which was like 3 or 4 of them. And that drove me nuts, because my viewer count was lower than it normally is, because I don't have access to this content. I can't show it to you.
Yeah.
I can talk about what I saw off of other streamers, but I can't show it. And
Which
that was
is a bitch. Yeah.
that was frustrating to me because I'm in the middle of a partnership push. But what pisses me off, whether it's me or somebody else, is when a streamer is allowed to stream a game a couple of days early. If it's the company that made the game and the devs are there and they're streaming this out and
Oh
they're
yeah,
talking
you're
about the
talking
game,
about they're doing their own kind of last minute marketing.
if the devs are doing it, fine.
Yeah.
Earth
If
will
other
be
streamers are doing it,
destroyed
it's
for sure.
shit. Especially if
But
it's a big title and
Goku
people are
used
gearing up for a
instant
24-hour
transmission to
stream,
get away.
and they've set their schedule aside and they've put money down to get
Well
this done,
then,
and they've figured everything out. They've got
Demigod
their
must
meals
also be in a
set.
hurry to
They've got
escape
energy
from
drinks
there.
or sugar set aside to get through this, and people are allowed to stream early.
Yeah.
The people that are
to
really
do
interested in the game are watching these guys.
Oh yeah.
Then by the time the game comes out, they don't give a fuck. They've seen everything they want to
before you
see,
do anything,
and you're a
do you
nobody, and you
remember
just
the
put all this
other
time and
when
effort forward,
Demigod
and you don't get
interfered with
shit.
history?
And oh my god,
Yes.
does that drive me insane?
Demigod was controlling Piccolo's
No, I mean,
mind.
it's
Supreme Kai of Time.
that thing too. Like if
How
you
do
get a
we help
game
Piccolo regain his
early
sanity?
through like a friend,
Well,
family, work,
The only way
and
to
you can play
dispel
it before
the
anyone else,
hypnosis
it's
is to
I
deal
guess
out a
I don't know if I want to say that's
hot-smoking blow to
unfortunate
his
for others.
face.
Well, it's the fucked up thing is a lot of these games have NDAs
sorry,
until their
what?
release time, and
Yeah.
there's still streams up, and they're like, "Oh, we have permission." I don't know if you actually do or not, but this is bullshit, and Twitch
It-
and the devs are not stopping you.
I think Twitch
You have to
should
beat him down
do it, but the
bad.
thing is, I don't. Okay, I think Twitch doesn't care.
They're
Unless-
supposed to,
Yeah.
but only if the dev
Serious?
goes after them.
Yeah, if they ask,
Well, they
they'll
actually
pull
care.
it. They'll rip it down.
God's
But
not
Twitch
lying,
wants
you
as
know.
many viewers on something as possible. They make money from it.
Yep.
And if
and
you're-
especially if it's going to those channels with sub buttons, that's
Yeah.
where their
Okay.
money
yeah.
is.
And if they're not gonna bother, they
Demigod is
don't give a
unpredictable.
shit if somebody is
It'll be
playing a
very
game
difficult.
and not on the
I'm sure of
NDA,
that.
or it's a
But
very
I'm counting on
clearly
you.
pirated game, such as Evolve, when there was that down period between the beta and the actual release.
time. Yeah.
So there was somebody at the top playing a pirated version of the game.
Oh, I know. We were watching, and
Yeah.
Brandon was pissed. We
Yeah.
had everybody that regularly hangs out my Raycon. We went in and we were reporting channels.
Oh yeah, this is like an after stream, like
And they're like, we have permission. And I'm like, that's not in the game. Like, the actual
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
That's clearly a downloaded copy from somewhere. I don't know
Yeah.
what this is.
Yeah.
But there's no way you have fucking permission.
I mean, yeah, Twitch is never gonna do it unless they are talented. That's the same thing with YouTube. YouTube only really started to up their game on certain things.
When people started to get on that.
It started to push it, yeah. I mean, like, that's... Yeah, I mean, it's kind of bullshit. But I don't know what... if a developer gives access to a game to certain people, that's kind of shitty. But I don't know. I can't say it's good or bad. Because I personally feel like if you could get the advantage of doing so...
Well, if you actually have permission,
Yeah. Oh yeah, if you have permission directly from them, yeah.
well, like, here's a good example. I've been streaming for 2 years. But when I was relatively new, State of Decay came out the first summer that I'd been a streamer. And I was really excited to play it. It's like a zombie sandbox. There's a lot of really cool features in it. And,
I'm trying to think of what it is right now. Again.
The State of Decay is pretty awesome. It's like the zombie
I'm
game
sure
that
if I
everybody
saw
wanted
it.
to be multiplayer, where you can go and find a bunch of civilians, put them together. They all have skills. You can build up different camps. You can go to different places and set up bases and erect structures that give you extra bonuses.
Oh, okay.
You manage your survivors, and you go and fight the zombies and do quests and shit. And it was pretty awesome.
So you're hiding some incredible
48
power.
hours, I think, before the game came out, somebody was streaming it. And there was one guy. And what he had done is he messaged the devs. And he's like, I think your game looks fucking awesome. Is there any chance I can get early access to it to stream it? And they said yes. And he got early access.
Yeah, I think you told me, yeah.
And he had like 4,000 viewers in this brand new game. And it looked awesome. And he was doing really, really well. And I wanted to be upset. But at the same time, like, he went and talked to the
went out
devs.
and did his own thing
Like,
to
this
get
guy
it, yeah.
did really good work
Yeah.
to pull this off. And he probably got sub status out of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, good on him. And that's
yeah.
fine. But
That's where I thought. I mean, you're like, fuck these guys. Because you're looking at it like, I wanted this, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at this like, yeah, like, definitely. Like, those guys, good on them. They got that, and they got the jump on people.
But I mean, at the same time, like, you can't really be mad at them because they actually went and talked to the dev and got the work done.
Yeah.
Whereas when fucking people just steal, pirate, start up early somehow, and they're streaming, they're just hurting all these other streamers that are trying their very best to push through. And it's really, really hard to get into Twitch. People are like, oh, you play video games.
Yeah.
How hard could that be?
I guess the only
It's
thing...
thousands and thousands of hours
Oh, yeah.
and dollars of commitment and time.
I think
struggle.
I think the only way I could really relate that to, like, as a, like on the same level of scummy, where they sort of stole it and got to that, like, early access to it, is I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! On and off for, like, years. Since it came out, like, just years.
Yeah.
I'll play it for, like, 3 months and quit for, like, a year or two, 3 months, a year or two.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? To the point where just before Konami, the Shonen Jump.
That's
Okay,
okay.
Shonen Jump ended.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
bad.
And in Shonen Jump, you could get a special card from it.
Yeah.
And I used to go to, like, local tournaments or local, like, trading card places. And there was this kid that had a binder full of this special card.
Yeah.
Month before it came out, sealed, and it's a brand new card.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how the fuck do you get this? His dad delivers them, and he stole the card out of all. And I was like, holy shit. Are you kidding me? That is like the scummiest fucking thing you could
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Especially because you have to, Shonen Jump used to be sold in stores. They stopped it, and they made it like a online service. No, I can't remember. However he got it, it was just scummy.
Yeah.
And
well,
he was
especially because
selling them.
Especially because if you're taking it out of the packs, and that means that people
Pay to get these things?
they aren't getting them.
Yeah. And it's like, Shonen Jump can't do anything about it because you got the book. What is this to say that you didn't take it and you're lying about it? But, like, this guy had a binder full. And this is like, per sheet is like, on one single plastic sheet, there's like a three rows of 3 or 3 rows of 4, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And he's selling these cards like $10 a pop. And people were buying it because he had it first, and he had tons of them.
Yeah.
And it
We're
was...
hand over fist, just fucking take my money.
That is... And I was like, holy shit. I'm like, damn, you got the jump. And... funny. Jump.
Damn, you got the job.
He's getting money, and he's getting these cards early where the supply and demand is there. Exactly when it comes to Twitch. The supply and demand. You have it first, they're gonna watch you first. But the thing is, it's so... how he did it was so much more scummier. Because he stole from people, and he's making a profit off of it. Which in Twitch, if you got it early, you have it first, you're benefiting from it. So in the same way, that's the only way I can really relate in a super scummier way.
Well, the other thing that really fucks me about Twitch is Twitch is basically what the job market is, right? So if you want to cut a deal with somebody, like a business deal, to get these early accesses to do shit like that, often what you need is subscriber status.
Yeah.
But to get subscriber status, you have to be getting these deals. And it's the same thing in the work industry. Do you have experience? No, that's why I'm applying for the job. Well, you can't have the job with experience. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. It's a bit of a bitch.
And that's why a lot of people get really, like, you keep saying scummy, but yeah, they get really, really scummy with it.
Yeah, no,
They
my
fuck other
example
people
was
over.
pretty scummy, but
But I mean, they fuck other people over to get the substats, and then once they have it, they have access to all the tools of the trade, and all the gifts and toys and fucking shiny shit that you can get your freaking greasy paws on.
I mean, I guess like
Just keep fighting, Boo. We still
if
have a
you
chance
put
at
in the
stopping
work to
change
get the
next time.
contacts
We can't give up.
and to be able to get these things, I don't think
Yes.
you're too bad. But if you're
Well, it's like I said with that one guy. He was fine because he put in the work and the time
yeah,
and the
and
effort.
I think you were telling me like this one guy was like a nobody.
Oh yeah, he didn't even have his own button. He had nothing. He had just
Yeah,
gone
he was
in
just like a
and
fresh
requested.
account. It's like, this is a fucking sweet game. I want to play it for people. And he contacted and got it. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, if you're willing to shoot somebody an email or talk to somebody in person, approach somebody you know that knows him, blah, blah, blah.
If you're willing to make the effort and actually succeed, great on you. If you just steal it, or in the case of what happened with Payday, if they just arrive and go, here, this goes to you, but we're not giving it to everybody else. It's 24 hours, dude. It comes out tomorrow. Why are you doing this? All you're doing is hurting other people that are streaming on Twitch
Yeah.
for a 24-hour preview. Why not just let it happen as it happens?
Yeah, true enough. And the thing is, I'm not trying to say, like, Payday doesn't have, like, a huge
and
viewer
I
group
wouldn't
anyway.
have, I wouldn't have given a fuck
Yeah.
if I wasn't pushing for subscriber status.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, okay, you know, whatever.
It's not like one of those games where I can't really think of it like a huge game that would be like with a good follower base. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's probably about like close to you're pushing maybe on average 500 people to 1,000 Payday. When there's like
Yeah, probably, yeah.
average. But if it was like a massive game and it's like 20,000 people actively always watching this,
Oh yeah, and
then
the only
this-
time that happens is when someone is streaming Payday.
yeah, and if it's somebody like got this and way before the rest of maybe half a dozen, maybe 24 streamers, and you got this one content before the rest, it's just like, what the fuck? Why didn't the rest get this content?
Oh, I know. And I know what it was. I figured it out because I had a different streamer that streams Payday. He's actually a partner of him who's got access to this thing.
The Namekian Dragon Ball can
I
revive
kept trying to just jump up to him. And he got a hold of me like after because I hosted him and streamed him. And he's like, so did you guys get access? I was like, nope. And he's like, that's weird. I know they were giving it out to a bunch of streamers. I just didn't know who. I know exactly what they did it based on. Do you have a subscriber button? Yes.
Yeah.
You got it.
See, and again, that's such a bitch way to base
There is a
the...
warrior who was fighting.
Well, it's the same
decision.
thing. Do you have the experience? No, I need the job for the experience. Well, that sucks because unless you have the experience, you can't have the job.
Everyone
Yeah.
join forces to
This is
defeat
like,
Majin
oh,
Buu.
you got this
Everyone,
thing,
please.
but
I need
doesn't
you
mean
to
you're
share as
going
much
to
of your
deliver the
energy as
content
possible
exactly the
with me.
same. Somebody could be so much
Oh
better
my
than you.
god, I was so fucking mad. Because the person that, like, the first person to show this friggin' new enemy off,
No one is
ran from
trusting
it.
me for some
his
reason.
teammates fought it and killed it, and you got to see it for half a second on his screen. And he's like, okay, we're gonna do it on the harder difficulty to see if it's harder, if it has more health, whatever.
And yet you did nothing.
And when he went to the harder difficulty, he decided to fuck off and kill some different enemy in a corner while his team destroyed it. You never even got to see it. It was dead by the time you got there. And I'm like, you are the premier cameraman for this.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And another thing is having that information before,
Say, you're hiding some incredible power,
even on a
aren't
Twitch, on a YouTube level, I have footage of...
Oh yeah,
like,
they could have stopped the stream, put out a YouTube video
Yeah.
of just that, even as bad as it
Yeah.
was, and just got a fuck ton of it.
Oh yeah, it's one of those things, like, even if you'd be like, okay guys, I'm going to not communicate with my chat for this, sorry for this, I'm going to record like a YouTube video, and I'm going to dub over it, showing the different difficulties of that, throw it up on YouTube, people are going to be searching for it. And if that's
Right
the only
the fuck
thing
away.
yeah, it's just like, you gave him YouTube, Twitter, like everything, every means of a first search result.
Yeah.
And that is massive. Traffic from anywhere is good traffic. That being Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, you'll get traffic somewhere. And in the end, it's a base. It builds everything together. But it's getting fucked up right now, which I'm trying to...
Oh, I'm watching this, and Goku's like got his eyes closed, like it's ready, and I'm like, oh my god,
Oh my god!
and then he went Super Saiyan, and I didn't. What the fuck?
It's over. Took you long enough.
Vajardles.
Yeah. Oh fuck. And while you were talking about the streamers, like
did
the
you really
quality
do
buttons
it?
and stuff, I was watching this one guy. This is Battlefield 3 when that was the only Battlefield out.
Has
Yeah.
just died.
I was watching this one dude. He had the cleanest fucking stream. Loved his setup. He had such a clean setup. He had like multiple cameras showing off his setup. Like, you know, once he went into like an intermission page, he would like throw to a camera that was like behind him, throwing his setup, and his stream was just so clean,
Yeah.
but he wasn't
He was
partnered or anything.
really amazing.
He had like a decent amount of viewers, probably less than
Next
100,
time, I
but his stream just looked way better than the rest.
Good job.
And because it was so good looking, I don't know when Twitch implemented the 3,500 kilobits.
Oh, the cap. Yeah.
I think that's when Twitch blew up. Is when they were like,
Well, you know
hold
what?
on, peeps.
It really fucking drives me nuts. It isn't something I do. I don't care. Like, I'll go to other channels, and if I don't like the channel, I don't
Amazing.
say anything about
You're
it. I don't
really
talk about it on
amazing.
stream. I
You
leave.
really
I go do
defeated
something else.
Majin
Oh, yeah.
Buu.
If I love the channel, I follow, and I try my best to raid them, to send them viewers whenever I can, because I want you to be bigger than you actually are.
But what's most scary is
But,
Demigod's ability to control people as strong as Boo.
What the fuck it was is I always get messages from a lot of my viewers, and they're like, I've just
Supreme
found this
Kai
channel, and they
time.
send me a link, and they are
Who in the
pissed.
world
They're
is
like,
this
how does this
demigod?
asshole have a sub button and you don't? I'm like, guys, I don't want to be a part of
He's
like an
evil
argument about who
sorcerer.
has and who
I
doesn't.
fought 75
Like they linked me a
million
guy and they were
years
pissed
ago.
off because he had less than like 100 followers in sub button. I'm like, how the fuck did he get this?
He
And I'm like,
called
there's
himself
always
the
something.
demon
He knows
god
something.
and tried to
And I
take
looked at
away
it and he makes
Toki Toki
emoticons
and
for
seize
high
the
tier league
nest of
channels.
time.
Yeah.
And they were all mad. They're like, fuck it, I'm gonna go troll in his chat. I'm like, please don't.
No, what the
Actually,
fuck?
and I sent him a message and I was like,
To
hey,
create a world
I noticed
where
that you
he
make
could rule
emoticons for these high tier
history.
channels. What would it cost me to get you to do some art for me?
A guy like
And
him
I worked out a deal and had him
controlling
do
space
some
and
art for
time?
me.
Yep.
That's awful.
Because why the hell would
What
you
did you-
ever
I imprisoned him in the
cause
crack of time,
issues with
but it seems
somebody?
like
Alright.
since
But I
then
get
he's
it
been
all the
biding
time.
his
People are
time,
constantly messaging me.
gathering
Like,
his
look what I
strength.
found. This is horseshit. Look what I found. This is horseshit. I'm like, please stop.
There is a reason they
His
got
power?
that button.
Oh yeah, like
Whether
uh,
again
million
it'd be
years?
incredibly scummy or they played a game that gave them a big viewer base.
You just thought
But
about
I
my
do
age
see
now,
people
didn't you?
that I'm
That I
actually
must be more than
surprised they
75 million
only
years
have a
old?
certain amount of viewers, significantly lower.
Huh?
You know, like
No.
20 or
I didn't-
less. I've seen some people with 20 or less have a sub button.
Ocadrian is one.
What does it matter how old I am
He's got a very
anyway?
low
I mean,
follower
people praise
count, but he
me
has
all
a
the
sub
time
button
for
because he
looking
does this
way younger
really
than I
fucking
actually
awesome thing.
am.
I'm subbed to him and I follow him. He does this really, really awesome thing where
Of
he
course.
teaches you after playing a game. So
Yeah,
he talks about like what that
So,
taught you, and he makes like a
what
whole
should we
classroom
do?
thing out of it, and it's really, really cool.
Any thoughts
And he got a sub button
on
because
what
it's
our next move should
it's
be?
not something that other people are doing. It's new. It's
Oh yeah,
awesome.
he's on his own on this
He's
one.
too
and
Oh yeah, and
dangerous.
I'm
one
pretty
of the,
sure Twitch saw the
one of the Twitch admins saw it and
We
went,
can't let
"Fuck
him
yeah,
go out."
Yeah.
sub! This is amazing." And you know he streams that version of things here and there,
We
but
need
it's
to
still pretty
thwart his
awesome, and I
evil
understand
plans
why he has a
and
sub
keep
button.
him from
And anybody that
escaping from the
complains
crack
about
of
that,
time.
I get why you could be salty because you don't have it. I understand that. I get that way myself, but
It's up to
they're
us.
doing something
We
interesting,
can't
and
let this
that's what
demon
it
god
takes.
do as he pleases.
I don't have a gimmick like that. I'm just a variety streamer, and I'm really hoping that if things work out. But whatever. We should end this episode after this cutscene because we are at 18 minutes ago.
I was gonna drive home when I was talking about that guy that had a super clean stream.
Yeah.
When he did it, he had 2 channels, and it was the exact same content. One was meant for low quality, one was meant for high quality. He has such a high quality bitrate. Some people couldn't watch it, so he's like, if you cannot watch it on this quality, I have another channel.
Yep.
And that's for my low quality stream. And I'm like, holy shit, this guy's smart. He's playing it on the 2 levels, but again, it's building it off of, you're building 2 channels opposed to the 1,
Yeah, and
which is hard to do.
well, the unfortunate thing is Twitch only looks at your high view count.
Yeah.
So if half of your viewers are on the low quality, they're not going to give you that sub status. If you have sub status, you don't need 2 channels.
I guess he could really be like, hey, I'm pushing for sub button because I'm running 2 channels.
And I wouldn't want one.
Where if I get if I get my main channel to have that quality button, all my low quality viewers will be able to move over to my main channel, and I won't need this low quality. So you can take into account the low quality and the high quality count.
Assuming that they actually, because I get the same goddamn automated response every time I apply.
Oh,
They're like, you've been at 200 viewers for 2 weeks? Suck a dick!
Yeah.
If you don't like this, you can reapply.
Yeah.
Who looked at my goddamn thing this time? Can I talk to them for like half a second? I understand they don't want to talk to me because
Oh,
everyone's
no.
going to be like, please, please, please!
Honestly, I think they're to the point where there's so many little itty bitty kitties that are going around and they're pushing this application, and they got fuck nothing. They're like, I want to be a sub bitch, and I'm trying to move this thing, and yeah, they wanna apply this application, and they think they're like, oh man, I've got like my friend, me, and somebody else watching me. I'm gonna apply now. So like, yes, of course they're gonna have an automated system now.
Yeah.
I believe so, especially.
I mean, apparently everybody reviews each and every individual one, but they just have an automated response.
Oh yeah,
they see.
yeah. I'm sure they
And
go.
the automated response does not tell you what you're fucking up on.
Yeah, I'm sure with especially with the consoles where everyone can sort of stream.
Yeah.
So many of the. If you're a dedicated person, you're not gonna use those services. I mean, you did just to play Forza, or fuck Need for Speed. And that was honestly a huge plus to you, too. How many views you got off of that?
Oh, because I was actually streaming on the PS4.
Yeah. I mean...
I hated the game and we're getting so many viewers.
Yeah, it was the HTTP, like, fucking issue Sony had.
The blocker, which is now gone.
Yeah, they had that at the very beginning, and that was the only time you would ever need that software. Now as a...
Oh, yeah, like we were doing,
Because how they had,
Killzone? Yeah, I was doing Killzone at like 100 and something viewers every day,
Yeah.
just playing FPS.
Yeah.
Just because I was streaming on their software. But I didn't have a cam for them, and I didn't really like being camless because my viewers complain a lot. I mean, we go camless on YouTube here with you guys because you don't need it. This is a Let's Play system where
It's more relaxed, and
yeah.
I don't think you necessarily need to see a face to
No,
it.
not here. Like when the Twitch highlights go up on the channel, sure. When I'm on Twitch, sure. But here we don't need it. I mean, scientific gaming we will because almost the entire thing is done with cam.
Yeah, I
Because
think
we're
that'll
filming
be the only time I think you'll need it.
Yeah.
I think the only time if there were to be a camera involved might be like a multi. I don't even know, like where you're doing like taking footage from two people. Even then, I wouldn't even bother putting a camera. I'd probably put a lower third of who's playing.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
if you're alternating between people that are recording something.
Oh
just
yeah,
throw the name.
when we get to the level where we can
Yeah.
do multiple
Yeah.
recordings,
And I think that
that will.
the reign of Kings or reign.
Oh yeah, because you wanted to do that.
Because I would record the footage and I would just
Send it off to me. And
I would just thumb drive it all and I would
yeah
record it at the same settings and we'd be like
just
mishmash.
OBS it and
Yeah,
throw it up.
like everybody can do it that we know. It's just like, all right, guys, set this, and we record it. But yeah,
yeah.
we're
Anyway,
at like
guys,
22 minutes.
we should end this episode. Meow meow bye bye. Next
Meow,
time
meow.
is the God of Destruction Pyrrhus.